Hi, I'm Jeff, and today with my girlfriend we'll be making the traditional Japanese dish edamame. To begin with, we're going to use our frozen edamame bought at any local supermarket. This one is the private selection from our local Ralph's. It's a 1-pound bag. You can use any particular brand, any particular size. It's all your preference, but today we're going to use the 1-pound bag. To begin with, we're going to start getting our water ready. Probably about maybe about 4 cups of water. Gotta bring this over to a boil. Now that we've brought our water to a boil, we're ready to put our edamame in there. So now we're ready. Time to put it in there. Just gonna put the whole bag in there. Don't want to use just half a bag. Give it a nice little stir, make sure all the edamame are thoroughly covered by the water. And bring it back up to another rolling boil. We're good to go. And after about 3 minutes, half of them are going to start to rise. At this time we're going to add about a tablespoon of salt. Let it sit on there, give it a little stir really quick. You don't want to overcook the edamame because we are going to fry it later, but you don't want to have it completely undone either because then they're still going to be hard. Probably let it sit for another 30 seconds or so, maybe a minute. Just let everything kind of simmer in there. Now we're just going to drain it in our little drainer thing right here. Make sure all the water's out. Some people are gonna say run cold water over this. You can if you'd like. I'm not, just because we're gonna fry it. It's gonna get hot anyway. And now we gotta come over and get the frying pan ready. So now we gotta start adding some of our oils to the frying pan. I usually use vegetable oil or canola oil. I have yet to try extra virgin olive oil. If any of you guys have, I'd love to know how it comes out. I've tried sesame oil and spicy sesame oil, and I didn't particularly like it. It kind of overpowers the natural flavor of the edamame. So for now we're going to use canola oil. Probably about, I'd say, we'll go half a tablespoon of canola oil. We're going to put this in a frying pan. I already set the heat. We're at medium-high heat. Make sure the pan is semi-warmed up so we can just get on cooking. The big thing is you don't want to add too much oil. The final product is way too greasy. Then we're just going to dump our edamame straight in there. Keep in mind you got to keep this moving or it's going to burn. It's okay if it starts to brown. You're not going to eat the shell. We're going to switch over to medium heat now. Medium-high is good for warming the pan, but we don't want to burn our edamame here. Okay, most of the time people are going to add just a little bit of salt. We're going to do a little bit of everything. It's about 1/4 teaspoon, 1/4 teaspoon of salt. You don't want to put too much salt because that's going to really overpower everything we're trying to do here. Mix it in with a little bit of the oil in there. Same thing with the black pepper. We're going to use just about 1/4 teaspoon. Just a little pinch more. Give it a nice quick stir. And here comes the interesting part. Not a lot of people are going to use this. I'm going to use the crushed red pepper. We're going to go about a teaspoon of this. Sprinkle it right on there. Now you can vary how much red pepper you use. I like it a little more on the spicy side. It works just as well, if not slightly better, with half a teaspoon. My girlfriend and I just like it a little more spicy, that's all. But here we have a teaspoon of red hot pepper. Give it a quick little stir. You want to give the peppers enough time to soften up and let their pepper oil kind of seep in with the edamame. You don't want to just pour it in there. Plus, you don't want a crunchy pepper in there with your soft edamame. Give it a quick stir. Alright, let's see. Might be able to put just a tad more salt. Let's see. Nope, I think that's perfect. So we got here a quarter of a teaspoon of salt, quarter of a teaspoon of black pepper, and 1 teaspoon of red crushed pepper. Gave it a little toss. And we just pour it in our bowl. And there we go. Fried edamame, ready to go.